Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our Ohio AGCO Farm. This is our Gleaner N6 that we're going to use to do this pretty big field over here. I'm going to hop in the truck and grab our grain wagon and bring it over here. I'll show you where the field is that we're working on. I'm going to tab over the truck. So this is our Ford truck that we have. And we're going to be using our grain wagon here. That I don't remember how long we've had this grain wagon, but I think we only used it for the other contract that we did, so it'd be kind of nice to get to use it again. Some of you might be wondering why we're doing contract work when we have our own fields. And the main reason is it gives us two things. It gives us an opportunity to use our harvester, and it gives us a way to see, well, three, I guess, a way to see other parts of the map so that you're not like, oh my goodness, we're 10 episodes in and I've only seen this one field. And lastly, it allows us to make a little bit of money. So here's the interior of this truck if you didn't get to see it last time I drove it. Really nice, well done, well designed. So the field is up kind of like 2 o'clock from where we're at here. So I'm just going to be a very nice neighbor here and cut right through their limed field. I don't know what the proper way is to get here, but I'm not taking it. We'll go ahead and swing this bad boy around so we can be kind of facing the right way. Oops. This is why you don't drive fast in the field, kids. Okay. And I don't understand why that's happening. I guess I need to be a little more to my left to get under the auger. I've definitely worked with much lower augers before without a problem, so that's strange to me. But I'll do a little bit of this, and then I may end up putting it on a worker for a bit, just to show you what this contract looks like. It is $9,900. So, obviously, that's a big chunk of cash for where we're at in this playthrough. Much needed when you consider we're going to incur $3,000 in debt, or in operating costs overnight. One thing that concerns me, I can't point to it on the screen, but if you look in the top right beside to the left of where it says October, you see the weather forecast, and that concerns me because I don't know how long we have, and I don't know how long this is going to take. But if I can't complete the contract, that would be very, very bad. If I spend, 2 hours or whatever ungodly amount of time it's going to take to do this job, and I don't get credit. So we'll do this down and back. We'll top off the grain wagon, we'll put this on a worker, and I will take you with me in the grain wagon to deliver the first load. And we're just going to be optimistic that we'll be able to get it done. We're going to do that. Which I imagine is how a lot of farmers operate. Just going to be optimistic that I can get it done. I like this little lake here. Oh, missed a stalk. I was too busy thinking about stopping the harvest to go fishing. But I like when map makers put things like that into maps. Just, it's low-lying land in between a couple fields. Totally the kind of place where you would have one of these natural collections of water. Not necessarily a pond for fishing. Are you serious? Now, I don't know how does the game treat rain when you're doing contract work? Because if it's your own field, it'll say like it's gonna hurt the yield. It's not giving me a warning message. Will it hurt my overage at the end if I do this? Boy, that's crap. That is absolute crap. At least we own this harvester and we're not like incurring rental fees on top of it. That irritates me so much though. I know some of you guys are long-time farm sim players, so you understand how frustrating it is when you're like, okay, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to take on this contract to try to make some money to get us a little bit ahead. I mean, for those of you that haven't been watching this series from the start, we have $500,000 in debt. That was the challenge, essentially. Here's a bunch of vintage equipment, but you have $500,000 in debt. Like, what are you going to do? What's going to be your strategy to get out of it? And, you know, of course, the main strategy is to build up our own home-based farm. But I've been doing just a few contracts because in the first year, we don't have anything planted yet. Oh my gosh, I'm frustrated. It might clear up. I don't know enough about the mechanic to know if it's gonna screw us over or not. Alright, I'm gonna put this on a worker. And I don't know what percentage we're at here, but it's gotta be, what, 80? Yeah, 97%. We'll just go ahead and run it. So they want us to go to Butler's Ag, Ohio. So Butler's Ag, Ohio is, well, I tagged it, so I should see the great green pylon in the sky. So that's, looks like it's over here, which is cool. We haven't been on that part of the map yet. I guess we want to go out our road, then up to this farm shop, turn at the farm shop, and follow this around. Okay, let's try it. But I mean, hey, this is why we wanted to do this job, right? So we get a chance to see other parts of the map, make some money, have some fun. We're all having fun. I like this gravity wagon. It's in the mod hub. It just, I think if you put gravity wagon in the mod hub, this is what you get. It sort of looks like a combination of like homemade with, it kind of feels to me like it was homemade out of parts that somebody had laying around from an established brand. You know what I mean? You know the type. Like maybe the bottom they had somewhere, so they welded brackets onto it, and then they had the top part is like brand new sheet metal. That's why it looks so crisp, but the bottom is janky. And they somehow were able to afford brand new wheels. That's my story. Totally made up story about this wagon. Hey, it's not a Blue Belly Farm Sim series without me taking out a stop sign. So I'm glad I got that off the list. All right, this is a nice. I think I drove back here once. Where these fields are. That field 14 is pretty nice size. 15 is massive. I don't like huge fields. This grass field on the corner is nice. Oh yeah, we were up here because we went to that track. And I forgot about that. That's gotta be the end of this series, right? Get some ATVs. Like maybe maybe if we don't fulfill the storyline and we just go broke, maybe that's what we do at the end. We just sell the tractors and buy a bunch of ATVs and go race ATVs. Oh, look at this place. Hold on, one sec. Look at this place. Is this like a co-op or wow. Can we climb that? No. Huh. That's a massive bin site though. Wow. That's pretty cool. Um Way more than anything I usually play. Those are cool looking. Those look really realistic. Those are super common around here. To this place looks a little more run down. Those outbuildings definitely look run down. Alright, so this is the Butler's Ag. Brakes? I did hit the brakes. You probably heard me click the key down. This is what I get for driving a pickup truck like this to do fairly big work. So is it 28% complete because of the harvesting that's getting done, or is it 28% complete because of how much we've cashed in on it? Oh, 13% transported. Okay, that's helpful. That's helpful. The pedestrians and the deer. I understand that they make the game seem more alive, but do they? Do they really? So I guess you're getting a sense of this contract. Pretty big one. Spending money we don't have. Gotta love that. So by the time we get back, it'll be ready to empty again. And then I'll do another pass, and it'll be time to drive up here and deliver again. Rinse and repeat, pun intended. So I think we've seen pretty much all of this map at this point. There might be a little section in the northwest corner that I haven't seen yet, but I do like it. I don't know that it's the kind of map that I love so much I would do another series on it. I think we're getting to see and work a fair bit of it with this series, and I'm gonna be probably okay with that. I had talked in the last episode about, how we're gonna make the farmers market on our property, and we probably won't end up having animals. We'll have the grass field in case we decide to potentially get sheep, but we may end up just selling hay. sell our hay. We can take it right up to the farm shop, which isn't far, and it'll be a nice little stream of income for something that we don't necessarily need for animals. We just are producing it because farms produce hay, and it can be a profitable crop, actually. Alright, I'm going to put this guy right here. Harvesting while it rains reduces the yield. Yeah, finally gave us the warning. I genuinely have no idea what it's going to do for our contract. I think it's just going to take away... It's going to take away from our overage. I'm telling you right now, if it makes it so that we don't get this contract, I'm going to cheat the money in. Full disclosure. If it screws us over, I'm going to cheat the money in because we are struggling enough as it is. I don't want to deal with that too. The other thing I can do, as long as I remember to turn it back down to 1 when the rain stops, the other thing I can do is put it on, like, let's do like 15x for a bit. But the fact that there's no white cloud after the rain cloud means that this is probably going to be the majority of the day. So I'm pretty sure corn withers, so we have to do it today. We have lights on this thing? Okay, we do. Oh gosh, I didn't. I'm trying to stay positive because this is a video. We're using this equipment that I really wanted to use. And sometimes farming, you know, the weather affects what you're doing. The thing is, in real life, boy, that was weird. There was like a whole graphics glitch there. In real life, you would just harvest the next day, or 2 days later, or something like that. It affects moisture content and therefore yield for sure. But in the game, because a day and a month are the same, it you have to treat the valuation differently. I mean, we're not close. We're not even close to being done. This isn't like, oh, it's just the last 3 passes. This is like, there's probably 20 passes here. Maybe not 20. 12? 15? Let's say 15 passes here. That's a lot. That's a while. And the other irritating thing is we only have this one grain wagon. So it's not even like I can... I just can't make this go any faster. It's going to take as long as it's going to take. I would say it's affecting the yield though, because I think my down and back before got us 4,000. This down and back is going to be about 2,500. You ever do that thing where one day you decide you're going to do something, and then another day you have to actually do the thing? And you're like, man, why did I decide I could do this? Like you're writing checks one day that you have to make good on the next. Can be very frustrating. One of the things that is irritating me about this is that I was hoping to spend one episode finishing this and then another episode doing another job. But I can't do that because I need to be the one running wagons. So I don't know what to do. I'm gonna put this back on a worker, and I guess we'll find out in the next episode what effect this stupid thing had on the yield, the rain, or on the contract. I don't even know if it'll be done by the end of next episode. All right, guys, thanks so much for checking this out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.